What's up? So, I just was thinking I'm doing some crazy ass talons, and why not make a video about it? Because I'm not going to be doing this type of detail on talons and claws and everything to do with birds in a very long time like this. So we're here right now. I got some footage of starting them out. What I do with these hands, these claws and talons, is I'm gonna work on this one because this one's still bulky. This one I'm thinning down. I'm using a Saburrtooth flame bit, but I did a lot with the chainsaw and then a lot with the Makita battery finger saw. Now what I'm doing is, I've got my pictures, and this is something you guys, everybody needs to do. You know what I'm saying? We all got to do this more. Check your references, because I'm getting lots of messages from people, and they're asking me and sending me pictures and saying things that's like, oh, how do I do this? How do I do this? Check your pictures. Look at pictures. Pictures are huge. They make the difference, man. Like, if you're looking at pictures, pictures don't lie. Exactly. They don't lie because it's real. Artists' opinions on anyone's sculpture, on anyone's. You look at my carvings, I'm honored when anyone tries to copy, not copy, but emulate or recreate a sculpture that I've done. I'm so honored by that. I love it, and I can't thank you enough for everyone who's done that. But at the same time, I myself am looking at pictures, I'm getting it wrong. So it's always good to look at pictures. So for this, I am studying. I never get the time to actually really look. So I've got like I searched dead raven claws, you know, bones, anatomy, everything. So let's get into it. I'm sorry I'm rambling, but this is just something that I just thought would be cool. So let's we'll do a how-to video on carving claws, talons. So I'm using a Saburrtooth flame orange bit for Dremel. That's the Flex Shaft 4300. And when I'm carving these talons, I'm really looking at how the pads of the fingers are, and then the separation of the folds in the skin. But it has like a reptilian kind of skin to it, so I kept playing off of that until I broke this nail. They are a very aggressive bit, so be careful. I'm still getting to know them. So that sucks. So not only are we going to be doing claws, I'm going to give you a quick tip on how to do super small joinery. Shit. So, with a very small little piece of a talon like this, it has to be on there. The reason I leave my talons on there like this connected is the exact reason of why it just broke, because it's connection points that makes them last. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some Gorilla Glue and I'm gonna put it down here, except I'm gonna put a tiny nail. It's just a quick trick tip. I'm gonna put a tiny nail in this, and then I'm gonna sink it down, and then boom, glue it, and then I'll tape it tonight, and it'll be stronger than it was before. It's super annoying, but little joints are not a big deal. You just have to be like strategic in how you secure them, because it can backfire on you. But if it's a clean break like that, it's a good thing because you can easily fix it. But that's just going to show you, you gotta be careful with this super awesome, I still think they're the best thing ever, these orange Dremel Saburrtooth bits. Oh my gosh, I just got them. I'm gonna do a video about Dremel bits pretty soon here, and yeah, they're awesome. They're aggressive. I'm still getting used to them. You see how aggressive they are. Wicked. Okay, we're rocking. So what I'm doing, is you see that there's the finger pads here. I'm separating that, and then I'm just roughing it out with the burr, and then I'm gonna move into the carbide bit here. Not sure if that'll pick it up good or not, but one of these, and then I'm just gonna run it across. Boom, boom, and we'll see how it works. If it doesn't work good, then I might go to my trusty old cone, but for now, I'm thinking of trying new bits, new things, because this is a whole different kind of detail. All right, let's get back to it. So I'm really liking the flex shaft. It's great. Now, when I'm doing these tucked in nails, I'm thinking about the joints of the bones and how the fingers would curl into the feathers. You know, so just take your time. Really look at shaping them and try not to make it too blocky, like rigid. You know, like everything is soft, and it may look this way right now as I'm doing it, but I will sand it out and soften things. And I think that's a really good thing for all carvers to kind of apply to any of their works. I mean, I remember in a competition once, a lady who was a judge, Marianne, she was awesome. She said, "Ryan, it's just too rigid." And ever since then, I've always thought about softening all my edges when I know that they're soft in real life. So, you know, go with that. I know it's a bit of a rant, but hopefully that'll help you. And I'm really looking at how the skin now is moving. I think I've switched bits now. Yeah, I switched to the cone bit. There it is. And the cone bit's great because then that's gonna punch out the detail and burn it at the same time. I find that for me, it's probably my favorite bit for detailing. There's so many other great bits, but I just love the idea of the burning and carving detail at the same time. And that's my style, you know, like that's kind of what I've decided that's my style. So hopefully when you find whatever works for you, you can just incorporate it then for yourself. I constantly am checking references. Never get bored of checking references, and definitely get insurance on your iPads if you're a carver. I've broken 3 of them, just saying. But I'm always got different pictures, different angles. Like if you're carving a bear, look at the front, get a side profile view also. It helps you see different things. Any different angle of a different animal will help you see something different every single time. Now what I'm doing with the cone bit here is I'm just kind of crossing over each way and doing like a texture of roughness, because that's kind of what's under the toes. And that's just kind of what came to me as I was carving. I thought to myself, if I add a little like mismatched texture, it would kind of work if it was all done in kind of a harmonious way. And that to me really became an effective finish. And then with the nails here, I'm just really gonna shape them. I'm making sure I don't go too crazy on how I do it. You know, you always want them to be strong as you can, you know, not break them like I already did, but that kind of thing just happens. So easy glue, it'll go back to normal. No one will ever know except for you and me and everyone else who watches this video. But now you can see I'm feeling pretty good about it. Nice texture, good contrast, and you know, still rigid, but sanded out. So that's pretty much what I'm gonna do. So let me just go over everything. I'm using a flap sander at the end, and I'm gonna flap sand it out. As you guys know, if you watch my videos, if you haven't watched my videos, check some more videos out. I use flap sander all the time. It'll soften it. Lighting's bad, I'm really sorry. So I gotta glue this on. But I'm just doing these kind of cylinder type things. And then as soon as I flap sand it, it's gonna really soften it, but also make sure that the detail shows. And then you can kind of like capture the final details with, you know, airbrush and paint. But just for the carving end of things, hopefully this video helped you guys. My name's Ryan Cook. Check out my next video, which is coming up. Peace. You.